Hello everyone, I'm Monty McDivitt. I'm here with Pierre Charles, and we're here at Niguel Botanical Preserve. I've been president for the last 10 years, but Pierre predates me. He's actually been maintaining Niguel Botanical Preserve for 28 years. And he's done a lot of hardscape work around here, installed actually all of our irrigation systems. And he's just been an integral part of Niguel Botanical Preserve, not only from a construction standpoint, but he's actually maintains the preserve, the softscape as well. All of our plant material, his staff is here every week maintaining the gardens. And we just owe a lot of debt to Pierre for the success of Niguel Botanical Preserve and how we've elevated ourselves in the last decades to become one of the premier gardens in Southern California. Hello, we're here right now adjacent to the Labyrinth, and this is called Gazebo Green. It's actually, the Labyrinth was put in by the city, but then we had to parsec off of it, and this is Pierre Charles Construction actually built these steps down to Gazebo Green using similar building material to blend in with our Labyrinth. And actually just a few years ago, we actually redid the level part of the Gazebo Green, and to make it more level so we could host events in the future. It's filled with DG to make it pedestrian friendly, and the concrete curb was again put in by Pierre Charles Construction Company, and it features our gazebo with a fantastic view of Saddleback Mountains from the other side. So it's a great part of the park, great to have it adjacent to the Labyrinth, and a premier destination when people come and visit Niguel Botanical Preserve. Thank you, Labyrinth volunteers. You were awesome. Thank you. We're at the top of Niguel Botanical Preserve at the Labyrinth. And our Labyrinth was installed in 2010. And as you can see, it's actually used by children and adults alike. It's a great meditation space, and we actually have lots of walkers that come up here to walk the Labyrinth. And it's the light bricks that you see on the ground. And it starts here at the very beginning at the entry, but you can, if you continue on with the white bricks, you'll end up in the middle, where we have our city flower outlined in bricks, which is the bougainvillea. It's a great meditation space. We've actually had yoga classes up here before, and a great place to watch July 4th fireworks. This is Citizen of the Year path, and of course this was installed in the 1990s, right after we became a city in 1989. Every tree and every plaque represents a volunteer in the community that has actually served Laguna Niguel over many years. We're here at the Chilean Garden at the top of Niguel Botanical Preserve. This was installed about 5 or 6 years ago, and Pierre Charles did all the grading and path work here in the garden. It has a very unique design. It has a bridge over a dry creek bed, a circle planting bed, and it meanders through some shade trees. And it's one of our newest gardens here at Niguel Botanical Preserve. Again, couldn't have done this without Pierre's expertise in construction and irrigation, and this was installed again just recently. Yep. We have 18 acres here at Niguel Botanical Preserve, all made of Mediterranean climate gardens. They're from the 5 Mediterranean regions of the world, and all of our plants are drought tolerant, taking about 1/6 the water that grass does. Here we are at one of our shady spots here at Niguel Botanical Preserve. We're actually sitting here in Pine Circle on a nice shady bench looking at Saddleback Mountains. Such a beautiful view today. All this flagstone was put in by Pierre Charles Construction, and all this design is by Pierre Charles as well. This is one of his pet areas of the preserve that he actually maintains himself. But we actually have so many opportunities for you to find a shady bench here at the gardens. We actually have over 25 benches spread out under oak trees and other shade structures, where you can enjoy our views of landscapes, views of Saddleback Mountains, and views all across the city. Here we are at the Rose Garden, and this actually started out as a community vegetable garden. This was all fenced off and divided up into 12 to 15 sections, and it actually, the tenants actually had a challenge keeping the rodents, keeping the squirrels, keeping the rabbits from eating all their produce. So as each one gave up their section, our resident rose lady took over their section until everyone was gone but our resident rose lady, and she never gave up. So all of her roses are still here today. Lots of dog walkers here at Niguel Botanical Preserve. They're our best customers. Here we are at our front meadow, right behind our main front entry above the grass amphitheater, and to a bridge that was just installed about 2 years ago by Pierre Charles. We actually bought this as a kit from a fundraiser we had held in January of 2019. But it is a popular spot. Sometimes I come here on the weekends and there's people waiting in line to take their picture on this bridge. So come check out Niguel Botanical Preserve, especially at Christmas time. We decorate this up and take your family photos here. Here we are at our butterfly garden here at Niguel Botanical Preserve, inside the castle where our monarch butterfly reigns. This is actually a butterfly sculpture donated by KCET about 20 years ago, and it was painted by school children from McDowell Elementary. It reigns over butterfly-friendly plants, where butterflies can actually come, lay their eggs, and reproduce here in this butterfly-friendly garden. Here's another great opportunity for a nice shady spot here at the butterfly garden, our famous butterfly bench. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this retaining wall we have here. Pierre is so great to us. He brings in this free riprap to us from his projects, from broken up driveways and sidewalks, and builds these awesome retaining walls for us wherever we need them throughout the preserve. This was installed about 5 years ago, and he actually ripped out all the existing retaining walls here at the Rose Garden and installed all brand new riprap, and we were able to irrigate at the same time. It's a great look, it's a recycled look, and it's an environmental look, which is what we're all about here at Niguel Botanical Preserve.